The National Council for Peace and Order will allow local government elections, but politicians running for office must observe certain conditions, according to the Deputy Prime Minister. With many municipalities running without elected officers since the army took control of the country, it's likely that once the green button is pressed, much of the country will see local voting. At the time the army took over, political dissent had reached levels of violence in many areas of the country. Reforms and changes in the constitution mean that with a general election promised next year, this would be the first step towards a return to elected officials. On Phuket, authorities there are warning tourists to visit waterfalls with extreme caution after a Russian slipped on wet rocks, falling 5 meters into a pool below. He survived, but was, according to reports, not wearing any form of footwear. An Australian tourist, Stacey Little, whose leg was saved by Thai surgeons after she crashed a rented motorbike into a tour bus, is to return home after 2 weeks of care on Phuket. Initially, it was feared that she would need amputation, and with her travel insurance refusing to pay up as she wasn't covered to ride a motorbike, her family found much of the cost of treatment, and arrangements have been made with the hospital for drip payments over the near future. Taxi OK, that's the name of the new app to be launched by the Department of Land Transport. With Uber, the taxi app, still illegal here, the new app is designed to work with existing registered taxis, but ensure high standards for passengers, monitoring charges and safety. December will see the launch of the app, and it's likely to become popular quickly. Meanwhile, at home and in Pattaya, City Hall officials are reviewing claims that a significant number of CCTV cameras around the city have failed, leaving some areas without cover. The system comprises of over 2,000 cameras, has its own maintenance team, and additional budget is needed to rectify the problems quickly. Local elections mentioned earlier would see the city vote for a mayor. Our old mayor, Kun Itiporn, and his team had to leave at the end of his term of office, and currently the city has an appointed mayor. It's unknown whether Kun Tik will run again, but if he did, it's likely that he would win. If some locals are to be believed, then the plans to make the road around Maprachan Lake into a 4-lane are afoot. Covered by several municipalities, the area under Nong Pru at least is seeing vast areas cleared, which could lead to the road becoming a serious feeder to the new motorway at the top of Soi Siam Country Club Road, and also a rat run from the existing 36 and 7 highway. Retox Can isn't a claim to fame for the 98 baht breakfast, but more a reference to several metal containers parked aside the Retox Diner in Leng Kee. Within a short period of time, the containers will have been modified to create an extension due to open to the busy foodery. Unique in the city, the extension will retain some of the container features. How much? We'll have to see. But breakfasts in a tin is about to take a new meaning for Pattayans. And it's the turn of our brave retirees to man up on Fabulous 103 today. Representatives from the Royal British Legion come to pick up your collected money, and we'll be making them sing for their supper, as others have in the past week, that saw 51,000 baht raised for the Poppy Appeal. With the Met Office promising highs today of 29, dropping down to 23 tonight, and a good chance of rain at some point. That is the local and national news from Fabulous 103 FM. Keeping you in touch with Thailand and, of course, Pattaya, the city of fun.